Hello. Okay, so this is our last video, and so this is going to cover pretty much I want to cover this all in one, but the free resources section, since you are going to be having the blog post and the download section, I just wanted to go ahead and just give you some training on both at the same time. So for blog post, you already do blog posting, so I don't really have to elaborate too much in it, but anytime you want to do a blog post, just go ahead and add the new one in there. Um, all of the blog posts will show up over here. And so if they want to read more, they can just hit the dots at the bottom of it. I changed this to blue. I'll show you how to change the color. I changed it to blue because it kind of just blended in with the background a lot. It didn't really look good. So just you can find a color to complement it well. All right. So as for editing the actual free resources page, let's see here. We're going to go to pages, then go to free resources. Okay, there's two for some reason. Okay. All right. So, only thing you'll really need to change, what I did was, which is kind of cool. So, anytime you make a post, like I said, it'll show up in that blog section. Um, you can kind of play around with it, but you can like sort through your blogs by date over here. So, it'll show all the blog postings, but you can sort through it by date and then the order. You can filter it by the category that it's in as well. So, when it shows up over here. And to style it, I kept it at one column so it wasn't too wide on the page, but you can play around with it. So let's say that you wanted, instead of just having one and then one under it, you can have two columns here. Let me change it to two. And so it's kind of cool. So it'll just be kind of like next to each other. So if I did that and then saved, then went to the page and hit refresh, now you'd see that more articles will show up over here. So it's kind of cool. Let me go back here and I'll just change that back to how I had it, change it to one column. So you can definitely tweak it as needed and play around with it more. You can play with the layout mode. You can have it like masonry, which is, one and then one under it. You can have it in rows or in list format. Just depends on your preference. You can, for like the elements at the top, for the image, there's no image, there's a title, date, author. You can uncheck these if you don't want this to show up over there. So it's all about your preference. To change the background color, you can just click on advanced and then you can go ahead and just edit it from here and change it to a different color if it suits you, just depending on your preference. Once you make any changes, go ahead and hit save and then save again. Just go ahead and refresh. Awesome. Yes, you can tweak that as needed. For the free downloadable resources, for this, I just label each part. So for the button itself, if you want to create more buttons just like it, you can just hit next to it. It's really cool. You can just hit duplicate element and duplicate again and duplicate again. So basically, it'll just create like a copy of the button each time. So let's say you wanted another button. Go ahead and once you like copy the button and you have one, hit edit next to it. And then the text that's on it, download free report, you can go ahead and change it to download free PDF or whatever you'd like to change it to. And then on the click, what happens, you can change it to the link. So whatever link that you want it to, that free download is located, you can just change it to that. Once you're done, hit save, then hit save again. And then I'll get rid of these. This is just for testing purposes. So go back to the page, hit refresh. So and that's pretty cool. So if you want to add more buttons, you can definitely do so. You can just go ahead and just copy it and then just edit each one. So I'll go ahead and delete these. So next to this one for the LOA report, hit the edit button if you want to change it. And you can see here what it says, download free report, and then here's the URL. And I'm just going to show you how to actually get the URL. So the URL you get from the media section. So anytime you want a free download, let me hit save here, save up here. All right, and then we're going to go over to media. Awesome. So when you click on any image or any document, let me go to a document. This is the URL that you're going to be using for the actual downloading. So it's not like they're actually downloading it to their computer. It's pretty much just linking them to this, and then it's going to just go like download to their browser. So anytime you click on any picture or video or document, all of them have this URL or a different URL there. So once you go to the page over here, I'm going to refresh it. Then you hit free report, it downloads automatically to your computer. So it's pretty cool. They don't have to worry about anything else, just downloading it and boom, they're done. So that's essentially it. So just to recap, when you come to this page, any of your blog posts should automatically show up on this page. If you want to edit anything with your blog posting and how it looks, go to styling or advanced and change the color for the background depending on what your preference is. If you want to add more buttons for the LOA report, feel free to do so. I'll put like a spacer here so there's some space in between each one. So anytime you want to add a button, make sure you can just drag it under the space and then make a copy of the space. So there's a little bit of space in between each button so you don't have to worry about it being like super crowded. So I'll just go ahead and do this. And cool, there's a space in between. So yeah, I'll just leave this space here for you. I'll delete these test ones. So whenever you are ready to create like another free download, just go ahead and hit duplicate element and then make sure that you move it under the space. So since it's literally a space, it just has to be like in between. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty simple though with that. Once you're done with any changes, make sure you save. And you're pretty much done. If there's anything else that you feel like you might need assistance with, let me know. For your form, for the MailChimp form for your newsletter, click on Easy Forms. It's at the bottom left. And so this is just a general form that I created for you, and it links to your blog. Well, it links to your MailChimp account since it's integrated, and it'll show you the number of submissions as well. I think I did a test one, so it's probably why the conversion rate is low. But yeah, that's pretty much it with that. And I do think that's it. If there's any other questions, feel free to let me know. You can go through these videos at your own pace. It's a pleasure working with you. Feel free to reach out anytime. Your website looks awesome. I really love the colors of it. That orange and blue looks really nice. So let me know if you need anything. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.